As you might guess, plenty of voicemail, so let's head right to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Taylor from Columbus. I just read the article that Stefanski has been fired, and I don't necessarily celebrate this move. It's just that I think it was time. I think that the team needs to go on a new direction as far as having a offensive mindset, a new scheme. I think his scheme had gotten stale, and it just seemed like it didn't evolve, especially these last 2 years. So I have some ideas for a head coach and offensive coordinators. If Jim Schwartz is promoted, I wouldn't mind seeing Mike McDaniels or Byron Leftwich as his offensive coordinators. And for a head coach, I'm a fan of hiring Matt LaFleur if he's fired from Green Bay. Let me know your thoughts.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd, host of Browns 3D on the Orange and Brown Report. Mike McDaniel looks like he's going to be the head coach of the Dolphins. There was some thought he might be let go. He looks like he's going to be safe. The question becomes, are those guys going to want to come to Cleveland given the setup that is in place that is likely going to stay in place?
Well, you look at this, and this is the thing where, look, you have an opening, and obviously you're hoping that, your opening is the most appealing one that is out there. The Raiders, however dysfunctional it is, that team now holds the number one selection. You want Mendoza more if he possibly declares? You control everything. The Giants, what is everybody looking for? Everybody is looking to get the quarterback. Well, if you're taking the Giants job, the quarterback is there. You look at Cleveland, and, you're going to deal with whatever the final, and we all agree that this is, 26 will be the final year of Deshaun Watson in whatever we're calling his role with the Cleveland Browns. But, it does tie up some money. It certainly doesn't, hamstring you from doing anything. You look at the Denver Broncos, they're a perfect example that, something could certainly be done in that, respect. But you're looking at a team that, you have what will be two second-year quarterbacks. Neither one really showed much at all. You need an entire offensive line. You need a wide receiver. You most likely are going to need your inline blocking tight end, even though Harold Fannin is great at what he does. There's, you look at this, I don't know essentially what, the lore is here where anybody would be just like jumping through a window. And now, yes, when you're talking about some guys who've already had one run in the NFL, maybe, you don't have as many options a second time, or maybe McCarthy a third time around. Maybe you don't have those options, but still you want to put yourself in the best opportunity to succeed. So if you come in here taking this Browns head coaching job, you're taking this head coaching job with your utmost faith in Andrew Berry. And I'm not giving Andrew a hard time here. But you need Andrew Berry to accomplish all those things for you. Find a legitimate type of quarterback resolution for at least 2026. Replace an entire offensive line. Get some more playmakers in here at the wide receiver position. Get the tight end here. Then there's also the shakeout. What if Jim Schwartz is truly interested in this head coaching job? If you don't choose him, maybe there's a really good chance Jim Schwartz takes his ball and goes home. So now the hole that's there could get even bigger. I just don't know. And look, I saw this a couple of times today, and I think it's the one that kind of rings true for me. The Browns, by moving on from Kevin Stefanski, automatically made him one of the top names out there in the head coach search, while their opportunity to find a head coach very well may be the worst. And that probably is pretty telling.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.